Good day. Here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. Our top story at this hour, the country's employment situation is looking better following an increase in the employment rate in April 2024 as compared to last year. The Philippine Statistics Authority says the employment rate increased to 96% in April 2024 from 95.5% in both April 2023 and January 2024. PSA Undersecretary and National Statistician Dennis Mapa says they recorded an estimated 48.36 million employed persons in April 2024, higher than the 48 million employed persons recorded in April 2023 and the 45.9 million in January 2024. The country's unemployment rate also dropped to 4% last April from 4.5% a year ago. The number of unemployed Filipinos declined to 2.04 million in April from 2.26 million in the same month last year. Meanwhile, the labor force participation rate in April was at 64.1%. This was an increase from 61.1% in January, but a decrease from 65.1% in April 2023. The National Economic and Development Authority reaffirms the government's commitment to create more high-quality jobs for Filipinos. This came as President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. signed Executive Order No. 59 to speed up the implementation of the infrastructure flagship projects and improve the ease of doing business. NEDA Secretary Arsenio Balisacan says the government is prioritizing investment in human capital and the upskilling and reskilling of workers to improve competitiveness. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has ordered the Bureau of Customs and the Department of Agriculture 24/7 to implement the non-stop deployment of their teams and ensure uninterrupted shipment processing nationwide. During Wednesday's meeting with the Private Sector Advisory Council Infrastructure Sector Group in Malacanang, Marcos recommended the deployment of 3 8-hour shifts to work on shipping operations the whole day. He also emphasized the importance of round-the-clock shipment processing to accommodate the arrival of more ships into the country. The PSAC recommended for the BOC and the DA to produce a shifting schedule that will ensure 24/7 operations related to logistics and supply chains. The PSAC says this move would ensure continuous inspection, clearance, and payment process, reducing costs and time, especially in the inspection of reefer vans. The Department of Agriculture and the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources vow to assist farmers and fishers affected by the eruption of Mount Kanlaon. Agriculture Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa said they are prioritizing the safety of the people followed by the animals that should be secured in shelters. Areas affected include some portions of Kanlaon City and several areas in Negros Occidental, including La Castellana, La Carlota, Pontevedra, Bago, Balidoling, San Enrique, Hinigaran, and Binalbagan. For the fisheries sector, BFAR spokesperson Nazario Briguera says all provincial fishery offices are prepared to help affected fishers, especially in freshwater inland fish ponds. He adds BFAR will ensure that they have fingerlings ready for distribution should fishers incur losses due to damage from volcanic ashfall. He also told consumers that fish remain safe to eat as long as the waters they are from are not affected and as long as there is no fish kill. Meanwhile, the Sugar Regulatory Administration warns that sugarcane plantations may have been affected by ashfall from Kanlaon. Around 23,000 hectares in 4 sugar mill districts may be affected by the volcanic eruption. The SRA reported an increase in acidity levels in sugarcane leaves and ground soil, which will require lands to undergo soil rejuvenation before they become ideal for planting. Filipinos are in for another long weekend. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has declared June 17, Monday, as a regular holiday in observance of Eid'l Adha, or the Feast of Sacrifice. Proclamation number 579 signed by Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin says the holiday declaration is based on the 14 to 45 Hijra Islamic lunar calendar and recommended by the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos. Eid'l Adha is one of the two greatest feasts of Islam, the other being Eid'l Fitr. Under Republic Act 9848, the 10th day of Zulhijjah, the 12th month of the Islamic calendar, is declared a national holiday for the observance of Eid'l Adha. After Independence Day on June 12, a holiday that falls on a Wednesday, Filipinos will have 2 more days at work before enjoying the long weekend from June 15, Saturday till the Eid'l Adha holiday on Monday. Heads up for those going out, don't forget your umbrellas as most areas in the country can expect rainy weather today as the southwest monsoon or Habagat affects the western sections of Luzon and Visayas. Weather Bureau Pagasa says monsoon rains will cause cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over Metro Manila, Ilocos Region, Cordillera Administrative Region, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Western Visayas, Zamboanga Peninsula, and the provinces of Zambales, Bataan, Tarlac, Pampanga, Bulacan, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. These areas may experience moderate to heavy rains that could result in flash floods or landslides. The rest of the country may have isolated rain showers caused by localized thunderstorms. Meanwhile, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology warns residents near Mount Kanlaon to beware of possible lahar, muddy stream flows, or muddy runoff. This as Pagasa forecasts heavy rains brought by thunderstorms over Negros Island. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account via the News and Information Bureau website nib.gov.ph, under PNA News, or on the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office or PCO. I am Wilnard Barcelona and this is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.